Hi, good evening. Before I start, I just want all of you to have a look at this short video. Can we have the video please up?
I support Team Iron Man.
Team Iron Man.
Team Captain America.
Do I have to say anything? And does he have to say anything?
Team Captain America.
Team Cap and Team Iron Man.
What does Bucky Barnes transforms into? Okay, that's the right answer.
I'd like to thank Inox people and the Marvel people who gave us the opportunity to see the movie.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity for being a part of such a great event.
I can't wait to make all my friends jealous and threaten them with spoilers.
One, two, three, team Iron Man!
Choose your team.
And action-wise, it is far better than Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron.
One of the best Marvel films.
It's awesome, man. It's really awesome.
I really don't want to hurt you.
I wouldn't stress about it.
It was good.
I just enjoyed watching all three movies before that, so that everything was fresh in my mind, and that was really exciting to watch. Yeah.
I loved it. Black Panther rocks. I'm waiting for his film.
You seriously have to watch this.
Captain America, Civil War.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch this. This is one thing where the customer got entertained, the customer had a great experience, and we, the retailers, earned a lot of money. So this is nothing but retailtainment, where the customer is happy and the retailer is happy. And this is what I'm going to talk to you about today. An American sociologist by the name of George Ritzer coined the word retailtainment in 1999. So it's been around for nearly 20 years, but we are just warming up to it. We are still acquainting with ourselves with the name retailtainment, and I think so then it means that there are a lot of interpretations of this particular word. For the person that is the customer, for whom we are trying to have this mixture of entertainment and retail, I would say we should call him an experience seeker rather than an experience hunter. And that's the name I think so where I will go with in this presentation, where I'll call these people experience seekers. Because as for me, a seeker is a person who's looking at possibilities. A seeker is a person who knows what he wants and he's absolutely discerning. Ritzer tells us that retailtainment is the use of sound, ambience, emotions, and all activities plugged in together, targeting a customer towards a merchandise and getting him into a mood to buy it. Well, I would say a lot of action packed into one word, but yes, that is that. It's all directed in getting the customer to do what we want and how to increase our revenues and how to increase our profits. That's how I look at it. Today what's happening is that there are some cases where the developers and the retailers are not thinking alike. I think the time has come where both the developers and the retailers have to think together. You cannot treat a customer like in old days an ODP customer, a restaurant customer used to be there, stand in the line in boredom, look for a seat, eat food, pay the bill and walk out. Today's customer wants more. He's like Oliver Twist. He asks for more. And that is something what we have to deliver and give it to him. What you saw just now was an initiative taken by Disney and Inox to have a Marvel movie marathon. And in this Marvel movie marathon, what we did was that for hardcore Avenger die-hard fans, we had 4 movies back to back, all in 3D, culminating with the prior to India release of the greatest movie, The Civil War, which we showed over here. If you go to Disney and if you go to any of the stores abroad, they have what's called an experience manager. And look at the title, his designation is experience manager. What they say is that we don't want people to come into our stores and just buy a Disney product and move out. What we want is that when this guy goes home, he says and tells his friends that I went to that store and I had a great experience. And he should come back again to us whether he has the need to buy a Disney product or not. And that is something which we all have to do to get in the customers back. And this is what I call retailtainment. We've all discussed, or we are talking about this word retailtainment, but why do we need this? Why should we be so particular about the experience of a guest? Well, in most of the forums these days, what's happening is that everybody is talking about giving a great time, giving a great experience to a customer. Well, we all know that e-commerce is getting bigger and it is getting better. So, we people, as owners of real estate, have to pull in the crowd. We have to do something different that this person leaves the comfort of his house and comes to us. We have to do something much more than that. We have to motivate him to stay with us longer. And this is something which we have to strive towards and see that how we do it better than what we had done yesterday. Talking about innovation, I would say that Inox recently tied up with IMAX, where we have a deal for 5 IMAX screens across the country in all the metros. With tying up with IMAX, we're having movie marathons, by having immersive sound, by having crystal clear picture, will I get in more patrons? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe not. So what do I have to do is wake up every morning and try to do something that day to see to it that the customer who's come to me yesterday gets a new experience. And this is something we all have to strive for. The objective, I feel, is to give the seekers an experience with a multitude of senses and make them come back for more. And this is, I would say, important for every mall owner and for every store owner in that particular mall. In today's high-tech world, we all know that technology is there. Technology has permeated every sphere of our lives. We cannot de-link ourselves with technology, and we have to see that how do we use technology for our benefit. It's time to integrate technology now into our business. There are lots of malls and stores where we enter, and if we are in a Wi-Fi zone, we are bombarded with a lot of offers. Well, it serves, I would say, a couple of things. Number one, the customer knows where to go, what's being offered where. And also, the retailer is able to sell off all the products he has. But more importantly, with the data which we have, we are able to target that customer with that specified offer the next time when he walks into our stores or into the mall. What we have done in Inox by using technology is that we've got beacons everywhere where you get an offer the moment you stand in the box office line or at the concession counter. We've got queue busters. For example, if you're number 5 or 6 deep in the concession line, somebody will come to you, take your order on the iPad, give you a Wi-Fi receipt, which is attached to a Wi-Fi printer attached to his belt, and either you can go to a fast-forward counter to pick up the food, or it's served to you on your seat. We've also got a food app embedded into our Inox app. And we are doing nothing, plain, simple things, but using technology to help a guest to have a great time. What we also do is, to enhance his experience, is decorate the lobby as per the theme of the movie. There was a movie called Airlift. So what we did was, We painted a runway in our lobbies and had some dummy aircrafts kept all over, giving the impression that the person is entering an airport. Similarly, when this movie called Mary Com was there, we had small boxing rings placed all over. So nothing but exciting a guest and making him look forward to his visit to our multiplexes. And that, I think, so has to happen with all other stores also in the mall. When we talk about retail, when we talk about technology, when we talk about experience, I think so we all have to talk about the Apple stores world over. I would like to mention about the Grand Central Station store in New York of Apple, where the entire store wraps around the concourse of the station. The view is amazing. For a person who's inside, he can look outside and look at the trains coming in, and also for the commuters who can look up and see the entire store. It's absolutely amazing. So what they have done, they have also mixed location with various other factors. Similarly, I would like to mention about the chic shopping outlet villages in Europe. Very simple, very basic, but they have looked at a few points which I think so others have not. They've got people who will help you shop. They will people who will deliver your shopping bags at a certain place so that after you finish the entire shopping, you can go and just collect it from one particular place. They have personal chauffeurs, restaurants, bars, you name it, it's there in that shopping village. So that the entire energy of a person is spent in nothing but buying and moving from one store to the other. And I would say that's very, very important because instead of just going to a shop, carrying bags all over, these people have taken that extra effort to make shopping an ease and shopping a wonderful experience. When we talk about retailtainment, I think so we should also talk about food. We all love our food in India. And today, what we have seen is that the restaurant owners have taken this experience to a different level altogether. Today, I know about my company, Inox, we have about, in some of our properties, more than 125 food items on the menu. The menu changes after every 3 weeks. Okay, leave alone the staple food like samosas, sandwiches, popcorn, and Coke. But otherwise, it's a different menu for the weekday and a different menu for the weekend. It's nothing but offering choice to a patron, pampering him with different things. What we also do is change the menu as per the season of the year. If it's a mango season in Mumbai, we'll have mango food festival running across our multiplexes. And also, as I said, that we theme the lobby as per the name of the movie, so we do with our food. We had this movie called Two States. So as a combo, what we did was, we sold an idli and a samosa together. When we had this movie called Sing is King, everything was large sized. We had huge Cokes, huge tubs of popcorn, and big samosas. So that's why we have to keep on doing something different, which is very, very important. Today, I would say in most of the places, we can combine entertainment with food, and hence all can be used and consumed in one area itself. So how do we decide that which option of retailment should we have? Which retailtainment is better than the other? Economics is here to stay. We cannot spend more if we can't recover that money. So one has to be very, very judicious. And one has to see that what he spends, we get great returns. Because at the end of the day, we all are in the business of making money. The first thing I would say is that the idea has to be as per the market demand. We cannot give an experience to a patron or a customer which is redundant, which he does not want, which is absolutely outdated. So the experience has to be absolutely contemporary what we give him. Number two, it has to be sustainable. No point of giving such a great experience to a customer and withdrawing it after a week or two. I think so. Experience have to be there for a continued period of time. And third is technology. We have to use technology to the core. Today, the lines between online and offline are clearly blurring. Today, I know that you can go to an Inox multiplex or a Starbucks coffee shop where you are inside the premises, you take out your phone, but you can still order food and go to a pickup counter where food is absolutely ready. So we have to see to it that we use technology to the hilt to enhance the experience of our customers. What else can we do? Various things. I think so every retail outlet has to find their own path and see to it that people keep on coming back to us. Otherwise, what will happen is that they will stay in the confines of their home and do online shopping, which today, I think so, brick and mortar stores do not want that to happen. We want them to come back to us. Disruption is something which is here to stay. And none of us like a rebel. But today, I feel that retailtainment is a disruption, but it's here to stay. We cannot hope that people do not ask for more experiences. I think so, as time goes by, the customer will become more and more demanding. So how do we look at it? I would say, at the risk of repeating myself, I would say that technology is very, very important. And I know I've used the word technology thrice, but it's here to stay forever. Today, imagine being able to provide consumers with options which are absolutely relevant to that particular consumer, depending on their location, allowing online purchases in brick and mortar stores, and seeing to it that this customer also experiences products which he's never seen before, paperless transactions and whatnot. And I will say that today's technology will help us interact with a guest. Face-to-face, yes, important, but also technology will help us interact with our guests. Number two is entertainment. Today's customer wants hyper-local and customized engagement. That's what he needs, and that's the order of the day. With a number of brands reaching out to customers, I would say that the experience is just the same as the old one. It is nothing great. People feel that whatever they are getting today is what they had yesterday. So we have to stay ahead of our time. And the last I would like to say is that retailtainment has to be in new avatars. We are known as a nation of jugadus, and we have to see to it that there are new avatars of retailtainment which comes out. I think so, the customers are ready. It's we people sitting in this room who have to give it and deliver it to our guests who walk in. Retail India, the customer is waiting, and today we have to deliver. Thank you.